I wouldn't give you the time of day.
Okay, we get it. You don't like black men. We get it.
No, that's not what. That's not angry man.
No, that's not
angry man.
Why are you? First of all, stop your presses. Slow your roll, because you're not gonna handle me the way you handling these men up here.
Right.
I'm talking to all of y'all.
No, you ain't talking to us. No, not like that.
You come up here regulating shit.
No, you're not. You ain't come up here regulating
I'm
nothing.
talking to all of you.
What are you talking to us about?
Yes, fuck I am.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
talking to all
What
of
you
you.
talking to us about?
I'm talking to all of you.
What about what?
All
You're
of
not gonna be
about what?
First of all, eat a man. Eat a man. Why are you up here? Eat a man. Why are you up here explaining yourself to women who are proving why black men shouldn't be talking to them? Why are you explaining
up here then? Why are you up here then?
Why are you explaining yourself to them? Why are you explaining yourself to them, bro?
If you shouldn't be
they up here trying to create a whole. They up here trying to create a whole Me Too scenario just because you had a conversation with a black woman.
No one said anything about Me Too. Why are you up here on our black women's panel if you shouldn't be talking to us then? What is your purpose of being up here?
So here's the thing. First of all, check this out. Angry man go wherever the fuck he want to go in these spaces.
No. You sure can, because you talking to us black women. So you come up on our panel talking to us. You said, why are you talking to black women? You're up here talking to us.
Get it fucked up. I go where
if you want to talk to black men, go on the other black men's panel. But this is a black woman's panel. Well, come up here and make sense then. You're going to come up here to make sense and say something that's worth listening to.
Last time I checked, black women don't own shit.
You
don't even own your hair.
Saying.
You don't even own your fucking hair.
Fight back, bro.
And what's your point? I paid for it.
Yes, we do. We own it just as much as you own that necklace. We own it just as much as you own that necklace.
You don't own shit. You don't run shit except your mouth.
Who doesn't? Who don't own shit?
That's all you run is your mouth.
Who don't own shit?
That's all you run is your mouth.
But who doesn't own shit? How do you figure that? What are you talking about?
What do you own? What do you own?
Own this hair. What do you own? You own that necklace.
What are you
talking about?
What do you own?
Bought it just like you bought that hat and that necklace. What are you talking about? What do you own? What do you own?
The necklace don't grow out of my body.
Fight back, ladies. Fight back.
What are you talking about? I bought this like you bought that necklace. It's my comparison. That's what I'm saying.
Don't grow out of my body.
It's the comparison. What are you talking about?
A necklace do not grow out of my body.
It's the comparison. I bought this like you bought
grow out of my body.
It's the comparison.
A necklace don't grow out of my body.
Let's go back to why don't you think we don't own shit? What are you talking about?
A necklace don't grow out of my body.
What are you talking about?
Your hair grows out of your body.
Our hair.
Your hair grows out of your body.
You bought that necklace.
You have to buy someone else's.
What do you? I don't know who hair it is, but I bought it like you bought that necklace and that hat from somebody, from a vendor, right?
This doesn't grow out of my body.
What are you talking?
This is a piece of clothing.
You just said we buy our hair, correct?
Why would you need to buy someone else's hair?
Why do you need to buy somebody?
Why would you need to buy someone else's hair?
You feel like it makes you look better, correct?
All right. I'm trying to figure out if y'all gonna
look better, correct?
Why would you need to buy someone
else's hair? That shirt? Huh?
Why would you need to buy someone else's hair?
It makes us look better. You feel like that chain makes you look better, right?
There we go, right there. It makes you look better. So let me get this straight. So y'all are up here giving black men lectures when you have an inferiority complex to the degree that you gotta look like another group of women.
It's not inferiority.
That is inferiority.
Our hair just does not grow like that.
That is inferiority.
The white woman.
That is inferiority.
Like the white woman.
That's exactly what that is.
No, all wrong.
That's exactly what that is.
It's just for looks, just like that necklace.
That's exactly what that is.
It's just for looks, just like that damn necklace you got.
No, that's not the same thing. Not even close.
It is the same thing.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't, sis. No, it's not.
We don't own shit, though.
No, it's not.
Is that what you were talking about?
No, it's not.
Okay, let's get off that because it is.
So,
aunties and uncles, can we just
take away from the hair? What do black women own?
Businesses.
What do you mean? What do you own?
Homes.
Can we answer the topic?
Hold on, Nate. What do you own that you don't think we own?
I'm owning y'all in this conversation right now.
You're not though. You're not.
I'm owning y'all.
No, you're not. You're not owning nobody in this conversation.
I'm owning y'all in this conversation right now.
And that's how you get your Ross up becoming on panels and owning women. No, nobody triggered. It's like, you coming up here, say something that makes sense.
Here comes the shaming tactics.
And if not, then don't say anything.
The shaming tactics. Is that how
no, it's not.
Is that how you get your rocks off?
It has to be, because you sitting there saying I'm owning y'all like that's a badge on your coat.
You mentioned
a badge on your coat.
All right. Now
that goofy ass energy that y'all had up here for these other men. While they were trying to negotiate y'all's motherfucking ass.
Land the plane.
I
thought it was gonna organize itself, but it won't.
Fuck out of here with that goofy ass shit.
The argument's over now, right? I think y'all got that shit off. Angry man, what is your sentiment based on what you've been hearing in terms of black men not approaching?
What I've been hearing is the men trying to explain their position while the women are being disrespectful by telling the men how to talk. Every time a dude gets ready to give an example, well, don't say that, say this, say that. Why don't y'all get rid of y'all funky ass, fucked up ass attitudes? Because the shit ain't working. It's clear it ain't working. Stop telling men how to talk and stop telling grown ass men that are married what husbands are supposed to fucking do. You're not the authority of that.
Why are you hollering?
Because I can.
Because he's the angry man. Like what?
Because it's my house. I'm a grown man. I'm not owned by you.
I'm a grown woman, so I can talk how I want to talk.
Popular belief: black women don't own black men. You can't control my behavior.
You can't control ours.
I'm not trying to.
Apparently you are. That's the first thing you came up here talking about.
Oh, no, I'm not.
First thing that you said.
Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, no, I'm not.
Alex, that was a wasted $20, but support.
No, I'm not.
Make your point, and then shut the fuck
up.
Who
you talking to?
Make a point, dude.
Alex,
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Alex.
Love you, Alex.
That shit will not be long last.
God bless you, Alex.
Damn, Alex with the 20, man. She says, and you please get angry man off because he's looking for a moment and disrupting the flow of the convo.
Yo, angry man got fans. He'll be back in 0.5 seconds.
He is disrupting the whole entire flow.
Shit, that nigga.
Yo, he gonna be back.
Ain't got no money.
Yo, shit. They got money, man.
Nigga.
Yeah. He didn't come up here to have a conversation. This is ridiculous.
Let me reset. Let me read these super chats. Rock the Big Gun said $2. Kick somebody for angry man. He sent that a while ago. Spoon Zaza with the $5 says angry man pulled up to put cases on all you witches. See this palace with the $2. Angry man for president. Salute. Joe Penegard with the $5. Imagine saying men having money is a good thing and then trying to shame a man who used his money to get something that works for him.
Shut up, Joe.
Double R with the $2. Gway got something to say. Drop angry man for a minute. Yo, come on, man. You can't get this nigga off. Yo, that nigga got 40 minutes worth, $40 worth for 39 because he said drop him for a minute.
Early. I'm broke, baby.
God,
I ain't got no money.
Damn, man.
Ooh, like
that. You're going to need at least $40, $41 to drop angry man.
Look at them sour pussies up there. God, did I ruin the fun?
Tell him that's what power is.
Thank you for the super chats, y'all. Thank you for all the super chats. We appreciate it. That's fine. But I will say this.
You got $80 worth of credit. That's all. He said double. They all the same thing. Double up, double up, double up. Bring Angry Man back. Doughboy X. You know what I mean?
And that's fine. Let him stay up. He can stay up all he wants to, but it's not going to be a conducive conversation. All he's going to do is scream and insult. And be a child by sitting there making.
All right. So is there another? Does somebody else want to talk? Does Trigger Mike want to?
My bad. Y'all can go back to berating the men. My fault.
I wanted to talk because I gotta go.
I got you. Like sit down.
Now, straight, but you got to be present for the back and forth. Again, I hate when people make statements and then they got to go to sleep. So
I can hear the rebuttals. I don't mind, but I'm not going to be here until 2 a.m.
Yes, you are, nigga. I come, boy.
DJ Herb. So, but what I was saying is, the way of the AK-47 man that's shooting his shot at everybody in the club, I think those ways are gone. I think men are more snipers. They, you know what I'm saying? They understand that not only they want to shoot at something, they want to make sure they hit something that's quality on what they're hitting. So that I'm going to holler at 30 people in the club. I think men are just not thinking. That's why I said let it come to you, not let the women come to you. Let the shot come to you if you understand about shooting.
Yeah, no, I get it. I think a lot of that's rooted in fear of rejection. But let me get Sway in because he had it. But we can finish that conversation. E for no doubt. But Sway, what you want, man? Go ahead.
I think this issue is multifaceted. I'm not going to make it personal on the ladies because I don't know how them personally. One, our society doesn't promote men to approach you guys. The idea that women think men are toxically masculine if they exhibit a level of attraction towards you guys. Men are kind of playing more on the cautious end. Men still approach, though. It's just not cold approach. We're walking on the street, we see you, and then we just meet a random person. But they'll approach you in a workplace setting, a social setting, school environment, anywhere where they can kind of commingle with you, where the intentions isn't always, hey, let me get your number. They have a level of out if they necessarily feel the vibes aren't there. You know what I mean? They can play it cool and see if you actually have an intention, and they don't want to build your interest up. They want to see if you have a little bit of interest just by having a conversation with them in a social environment. That's one. So they will approach you. Two, the men that y'all talking about, right? To eat a man's point, they approach women, but they approach certain women. They're not going to approach most women, even though most women want them. They're not going to do that. They're going to approach them now. The options of social online dating or social media. They don't have to go to talk to you in person necessarily off the street to necessarily get you to their house. They can just hit you up on Instagram, send you a Facebook DM, match you on Tinder, whatever the case may be. Especially living in a major city, a lot of women are sexually liberated, and if you don't have any value or you're not bringing in any substance outside of sex, like your personality is so and so, you value the things you value, and you expect us to value the same things, and men are saying no, we are not going to do that. And so unless you show a little bit of interest in the things we value in, the only thing you guys are giving to us is sex. So we're going to use you either for sex, or we wait until the woman that does bring the value to marriage. And if most of you guys don't bring that in our brains, you're not going to get approached for that. You're going to be DM'd, you're going to be tendered, you're going to be, maybe a slide from a friend of a friend, but you're not going to get cold approach. But women do get cold approach.
So can I just ask a question? Are you saying it's easier for men to approach women when there's like some sort of familiarity, like their coworkers or?
Check the back chat.
In terms of breaking the ice of that's trying to pursue you sexually or in relationships, yes.
So wouldn't that lend to, because it's interesting, I really legit had this conversation with a family member. So wouldn't that lend to like some social awkwardness, like in a sense, like you're afraid. No. You're afraid of the rejection part.
So I don't think it's not about the back in the day when it was socially acceptable for men to approach women, then you could say if you're not approaching women, then you're afraid. But now that it's not socially acceptable for men to just approach women, then you can't put that they're afraid anymore. They're actually taking cautions to not do this, to put themselves in a vulnerable position that women have been doing nowadays. They've been trying to flip the script on a lot of guys for just approaching them. As weird as it sounds to a lot of you ladies, I give it to you, but the fact that it's happening, men are taking notice, and most men that don't know if you find them attractive, they're not going to do it.
Sway, what year would you say that change happened? Just so
it's going to be around that 2010 to 2014 range.
Okay, so I would disagree, although it be anecdotal. I thought maybe it was a little bit more recent.
Nah, I think it bloomed around that area, in that era. How I saw like the flip of women because this is, bro, as weird as it sounds, women used to throw the twerks when I was in 4th or 5th grade. on dudes, right? And then at some point they just started throwing twerks on each other, and they didn't accept dudes just coming up and dancing with them. Only certain dudes, girls would throw like, don't dance with him, don't talk to him. They'll like have these little keys, they'll just move away. Back in the day, it was just they didn't care. But then at some point they're like, no, I'm very selective. Fuck these niggas. And more men have become more noticed to that, let alone that's just on the black side, but it's socially. It's more so the Me Too and toxic masculinity side, where I think a lot of men are being a lot more cautious on the women they date. They don't want to be put in a vulnerable position.
So, Sway, you think,
or deemed as a creep, weirdo, any of these other things?
But do you think that it was just the pool of men that I was around? Because I've never, especially back then, I did not. That wasn't one of my concerns.
What?
Like just the whole like Me Too stuff and all that. And if they's dancing in a circle, dancing on women or not, I'm jumping in the circle. Sis, no, I used to pop lock and all that.
But you're not one of those. You're not one of those types of dudes. Ham, we was talking about that before. It's a twofold problem. Okay, so on the one hand, you got young men that don't want to approach because the advent of social media has made people less social in person and more social over media.
Yeah.
So they have awkwardness. They have social awkwardness that makes it difficult for them to approach women. Then, in addition to that, you also have the women doing certain things that kind of exacerbates that problem. You got women that want the rights to first refusal, which is the chicks that get a kick out of rejecting dudes. So if a dude approaches her and he, tries to talk to her, if she rejects him in front of a bunch of other people, in her mind, that gives her a higher sense of value. So you have some girls that will reject dudes just for the sake of rejecting them, where they might have given them a shot, but they just decided to reject them because they think it increases their social value. So what happens is you have guys that recognize that, and they're like, oh, I'm not going to approach at all because she's not going to embarrass me to get her ego up. You feel what I'm saying? So you got that.
Damn.
In addition to the fact that the Western world has just made the whole concept of dating and courting extremely toxic for men.
Can we agree that not approaching is mainly to average women? It's not for above average looking women. I don't think they're the ones saying we're not getting approached.
So above average women?
Yes.
Yeah.
Above average women definitely say they don't get approached.
Because ain't nobody going up to them because they above average.
Women don't get approached.
Yeah, they complain about it. There's actually.
So you're telling me when they complain that they can go outside in sweatpants and a hoodie and still get approached by guys? Y'all don't hear that?
That's cap. Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right?
What?
Here's the thing. First of all, you got to recognize that.
Ladies, y'all don't. Men.
Hold on, bro.
Men don't approach you regardless of what y'all wear.
Hold on, bro.
Yeah. But that's women though. But we're saying the epidemic of men not approaching is hitting all women though. I think.
But I'm saying the women that get approached, they get approached regardless. The women that don't get approached, typically they gotta get sexually do all the sexual stuff, either overly sexualize themselves. They feel like because they're not getting approached regular.
Sway, you're missing one thing though. You're missing one thing. When you're talking about above average women, they don't count the dudes that they're not attracted to.
That's not. I don't give a fuck what they count. They lying. They still get approached.
No, listen to what I'm saying, bro. Listen, but see, we're talking about the woman's perception. We're talking about how she looks at it, right? So when I'm referencing these women that are above average complaining that they're not getting approached, they're not talking about the average everyday dude. They're talking about being approached by the guy they want. You see what I'm saying?
Not all women, because I wouldn't agree with that.
Wait, don't let him speak for us. That's not the case at all.
Yeah,
you got
I wouldn't.
We can answer for you because that's not it at all. Go ahead.
That wasn't.
I think
my case.
Okay, well, first of all, that wasn't my opinion. That was an article that was done where they surveyed women that were above average, and that's what their complaint was. Their complaint was that they weren't getting approached because of their looks. That's what they said.
I heard women saying they won't get approached because of their haircut. Knowing damn well we did in another breath, we'll say men will fuck anything.
Yeah, you know why?
I don't care how they compartmentalize. I don't care how they why. AM. The question is, why am I not getting approached? That means, however they're compartmentalizing it, is not actually the outcome or the reality of it.
Sway. You know
why not lean on the women to answer to understand the sentiment? The women are sitting right here
because they're not interested. They want to talk to each other.
They do. They want to talk to each other.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Did you have a cookie today? You need a cookie.
All right. So what's the question? What's the question? So we can
my initial statements, everything I said was to the ladies.
I know. But I'm talking about that particular back and forth. So Angry Man saying that women aren't being approached, whether they're above average or not.
No,
that's an issue.
The average chicks are being approached. That's what I was trying to explain this way. The average chicks are being approached. The ones that are above average are complaining that they're not being approached, but I think they're complaining because it's not the dudes they want. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So Angry Man, the reason why I deduced that it was both is because Love also shared that same sentiment. She getting approached, but not by men that she wants. And I think Sis may have nodded to it. I'm not sure if Nay or Dana did or Gway did.
Well, that's the thing. See, in what Love said, it's not the dudes that she want. The problem is, for most guys, they don't know how to gauge that. They don't know how to gauge that, because for the average guy that's approaching a woman, we guys now understand that whether the woman is attracted to you makes the difference between you being a guy with swag or you being a guy that's creepy. So that right there stops dudes from approaching, because they know if they approach you and you're not attracted to them, you're going to be called creepy and all these other goofy things.
Okay. Ladies, is there truth to that? Gway?
Jay
Huck said, let Gway speak.
I'm not 100% in agreement to that. I think it's some women that do that, but I don't think it's most women that are calling them creepy and weird and all of that other extra stuff. I just think that women are getting approached. I just think that they're not happy with the choices that they're getting at all. The type of men that are approaching them are not the men they want. So I think because of that, sometimes some of them can be very rude and disrespectful to them, which is not a good thing for other men. But I don't think like all of them, and above average women are getting approached 100%. But I think also it's not the type of men that they want. They're looking for money.
So let me ask the ladies this question then, to all the ladies on the panel. What is an acceptable dude to approach you?
Yeah.
So I would think that most sorry. I was gonna say I think most was gonna say a confident guy, not the one that's just sitting there and socially awkward. Like kind of like how CT was describing, like those men that are just sitting there in their house and they're just watching corn or something.
Angry Man, a tangible example of your question, I told him like I'm like a 4, but I'm like, if I approach, they'd be like, oh, okay, that's cool.
You ham. Of course they gonna say that.
That's
shit like that. Shit like that.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. And so but we're asking for the woman. This is the one. You asked the question, right?
Can I say something to him before you say that, please, ma'am? Yo, first of all, you're saying a confident man, but that also is perceived as an asshole or a jerk.
Yes, 100%.
You think about all
toxic
that?
Masculinity?
Is that what you feel all women think though?
No, what I'm saying, no, it's not about what all women think. If you're a guy and you happen to approach a woman that's a decent woman that's not on that bullshit, cool, everything's gonna go well. But whether or not you're approaching that type of woman is like flipping a fucking coin. You don't know. That's the problem. The dudes don't know what type of woman they're approaching. That's the problem.
Love, let me ask you guys a question. I want to understand this. So you got angry man approaching with his attitude. You got E-man approaching with his attitude. Not with everything that just happened, but keep it real. Sis. Now, sis. Now you know I know you, nigga. Keep it real. Now, which one is more? Hold on, love. Which one is more attractive to you, sis?
You asking me a real question? I go angry man all day. I think his angry man all day.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
But I'm talking about how he come across. Like I'm just saying, like, let's be real. Love, what say you? And I'm not saying different.
Right, no, I get it. Yeah. But excluding everything happening tonight, I would absolutely pick him like all day without question. Over E, yeah, all day.
But here's the thing though. In all fairness to E, right?
And that's not shade to E.
It's not about E. It's not about E.
It's not about
in all fairness to
it's
E,
a little bit about E.
I'm not.
No, it was about the confidence and the bravado that angry man.
It's the bravado because E is confident, but it's the bravado.
E didn't present that, and that's why.
No, E. It's not about you. I don't care what the other men are saying. It's not about you.
Listen,
I'm talking about the bravado that angry man has.
It's okay,
because it was stated that men don't want assholes. Well, it's not about being an asshole. He just comes with this bravado, and
he's an asshole.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely an asshole. But
I think y'all gotta understand. Like me and Hat was on a panel, and a woman chose me. It's their preference. Why would I get offended by who they choose?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. But here's the thing, Eda, man. Like it's still something that's extremely subjective. That I don't think women understand that when guys first start getting into the dating world as teenagers and young men, they genuinely don't know. Like, unless you just naturally have a charisma about you and a little bit of swag or whatever, they don't know. Like they start becoming, they start sweating, they start getting socially awkward and all that. And the reason why I know this is because I have sons that are drastically different. My oldest son is socially awkward. My second oldest is more like me. He has the charm, he has the charisma, all of those different things. So he doesn't have that much difficulty. But my oldest son, it was a little more difficult for him because he genuinely didn't know how to go about it or what to say or what to do. And that makes it even worse when you don't have the confidence of knowing what to say. Makes it worse.
That's exactly why I kept talking about social awkwardness, because everything you just described, I have two boys, and it's kind of the same thing. So I feel what you're saying a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but I want to
tell a friend, and we out.